Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos, Fathom, Hobbies. This is Season 9, Episode 6 of Eldritch Horror, and we're playing Forsaken Lore, the expansion, against the Great Old One, Father of the Serpents, Yig. So we've got Turn 5, quick summary. We had the encounter in Tokyo against the feathered flying serpent that was dispatched from this world by Mark Harrigan, the soldier. And we were able to gain some clues, close some active mysteries. We got a new active mystery launched on last round as well. The White Ship, which is a Dreamlands reference. So let's get into that. And speaking of the Dreamlands, August Moldenhauer's 3-volume set, Psychoanalysis of Relia, Genealogy of Cthulhu, and the Archaeology of Yog-Sothoth. From the back cover, the Archaeology of Yog-Sothoth is the third and final book of the Catu Journals out of Lovecraft's Providence series. The most preternatural details are revealed from a forensic study of elements of the physical Catu Journal notebooks and their construction. If you see that here, you can see the actual photo of the journals and some marginalia from their record ledger and some scanning anomalies that had come out of it, then moving into a detail from the Necronomicon fragment with the mismatched, and what this is the Lovecraft Silhouette, right? The Lovecraft Silhouette at the bottom of the Necronomicon fragment here. This Lovecraft Silhouette is zoomed in this book, and the different layers are discovered. This Lovecraft region of the Silhouette says, the following section provides a deeper analysis in the region of the Necronomicon fragment. For this region, it seems to be a burnt and discolored area in the form of a silhouette of H.P. Lovecraft himself. For this reason, it is called to the Lovecraft Silhouette and is treated as an excavation site in which the layers of concealment can be peeled away systematically. A detailed excavation of the site will be conducted through the analysis of the LC600, LC700, and LC900 series below. See the excavation of the Lovecraft Silhouette. And here's the Lovecraft Silhouette, LC611, with the Fourier transformation applied. Another detail of the Lovecraft Silhouette. Some kind of transmitter region here. You can see the transmitter region. And they've used some different filters on it. And finally, zooming in on some of these nosological characteristics. The final transformation of the series from the L600 series of the Lovecraft Silhouette, nosological archaeological discovery. Made in the synopsis to take the characteristics of the symptomatic system of yog-sothoth. So yeah, there's a deep, deep study going on in the Lovecraft Silhouette inside of this. Keep going layers deep into the book. Please check it out. Like and subscribe. Leave your comments below. Let's get into turn 6 of Forsaken Lore. So we're jumping into our lead investigator, Acacia. She will, I think she's closest to, she has a ship token as well. Let's let her have at it. Does she need to use, we need clues to close this. So she's not ready to go close it just yet. Equal to half, spend clues equal to half. So maybe she'll go off and farm clues first. So she will move up to Rome. And also we'll grab a focus token there. Next up, we'll have Silas Marsh the Sailor. He is able to go Silas Marsh the Sailor. He can go once. Well, actually, let's have him go down once. He still can take an extra turn, and we'll have him go into the Amazon to fight this cultist and encounter the active expedition. And finally, Mark Harrigan, the soldier. We'll have him take a move across, and then end up in Tunguska, taking a train to Tunguska. He'll have... so if he goes up one, he can only take one train. Is there another way he can get there? Okay, let's just have him do that. So that's fine. And lastly, we got to uncover our active mystery. Crown of the Serpent. The Serpent people used to use this ancient treasure to dominate the wills of those opposed to them. When the investigator would gain an artifact, he may gain the Serpent Crown artifact instead. Okay, so when we're going to gain an artifact, we may gain the Serpent Crown artifact instead. So let's just see the Serpent Crown artifact. Do we have it somewhere to take a look at it? The Elder Key. Let me pull up the Serpent Crown artifact. I'm just going to put it on Sword of St. Jerome. The Serpent Crown artifact. Serpent Crown artifact, yeah, okay. So this is the artifact that we may gain. So let's just leave it here. We can gain that artifact as opposed to another artifact. Okay, which is could be kind of difficult to get. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our encounters phase. First off is our lead investigator with an active investigation. And we have a city space. One of the children of Yig has been tracking you. You suspect the best way to catch the creature is to let it catch you before you leave the city. You may spend 2 health to allow yourself to be captured. If you spend the health, you overpower the creature and gain this clue. So she will go ahead and gain the clue. By spending 2 health. And has a clue. So maybe next will be to... maybe they can both meet in Istanbul next turn. And then she can start to travel down toward here. Or maybe he can meet her. We'll see what happens. Maybe she'll close the gate in London, and then they can meet back in Rome the turn after. Next up, Silas Marsh, the sailor, will go ahead and fight that cultist, and then use the encounter. So, first off, the cultist, mind check, and misses that, so loses 1 sanity as a but then strength test 2. Cultist has 1 strength. Cultist is dispatched. So a bit of a fright there, but no worries. We got through it. We'll take our active expedition card. The Amazon. Lieutenant Colonel Percy Fawcett disappeared into this area of the jungle, searching for the lost city of Z. You search for any sign of the expedition or the legendary city. So he's in the Amazon searching for the lost city Z. If you pass, you discover a young Kwikuro boy who requires convincing before he'll let you help him. Before he will help you, sorry. If you pass, he brings you to an ancient city where Fawcett has left behind his journal. Gain 2 clues. Well, this is exactly what we needed. Here's 2 clues for Silas Marsh. Now, maybe he can move down to Buenos Aires and then close this active mystery. So hopefully that'll work. So that does that. I think that's what we're going to do. He can head down to Buenos Aires and then do 1 move and then do a 2nd move with the ship. And he should be there next in 2 turns. I think he's our best bet. Lastly, Mark Harrigan. Oh, first of all, the expedition moves. And the expedition moved to Tunguska. So let's have him do the expedition. This is just perfect timing. So the expedition is here. Let's have it. Tunguska. You encounter a group of Russian monks fleeing persecution. Something about them seems out of place, and you keep a watchful eye on them as they pass. So he gets to roll this +2 from his cursed sphere. If you pass, seeing their singed robes, you recognize them as Nestorians. You are suddenly surrounded by flames and must jump through the fire to stop them. So he can roll again. This +2. If you pass, their ritual is interrupted. Retreat doom by 1. Really? Wow. Now we're at negative doom. If you fail, so we don't fail. Wow, this is great. Great job by Mark Harrington. The active mystery moves to Himalaya. And we can now move into our Mythos Phase. So Mythos Phase ahead. We get the Bermuda Triangle. First off, we move the active omen track to the green, which is unfruitful. We have to check our reckoning. Reckoning, we discard 1 Eldritch token from our active rumor, which is not good for us. We have only 2 left. Then we need sudden... Oh, I know what to do. We can have her go immediately to somewhere there's a clue. It's going to be tricky. Let's try it. Okay, so that's 1 active rumor. Another active rumor is spawn 1 cultist on the expedition space. Another active rumor is the cursed sphere. 5. No problem. And that's it for the active rumors. We spawn a gate in the Himalayas. And we're going to go back to our monster bag. And we get a deep 1. Deep 1 on the Himalayas. Finally, the Bermuda Triangle. Oh, there's one more monster in the monster search. Sorry about that. A night gaunt. So monster surge, night gaunt. Oh no, that's not monster surge. Spawn a gate with just one. Sorry, just one. I thought it was a monster surge. Sorry, we just spawned the deep 1 from the spawning of the gate. The Bermuda Triangle. The sudden thunderstorms have grown more common. Twice a day, rain that smells like seawater floods the streets, and cold winds that cut like glass threaten to pull the doors off their hinges. The Bermuda Triangle. Each investigator rolls 1 die, and on 1 or 2 he moves to space 8 and becomes delayed. Okay. Okay, so he cannot become delayed. So he moves to space 8, but he does not become delayed, and the other 2 pass the test. So Silas Marsh has moved to Bermuda, which is lucky because he was going to take some turns. So maybe he can hit up the active rumor now, and he's got his clues. So wait, there was another. Oh, see, look, I did have that other clue here because it was under the cards. All right, anyway, that's fine. Bermuda Triangle is now completed. No one else becomes delayed. So let's see you guys in turn number... Well, you know what? Let's go extra innings. Let's go extra innings right now. Let's do turn 7 right now. Live. We'll do turn 7. Jumping into Acacia Onyale. She will move up to London to take on the... close the gate. And she will also gain herself... well, she can travel anywhere, so we'll just give her the ability here. Silas Marsh the Sailor, he can do his 1 free move. Then he can do... get hit... Well, on a sea space, He does his free move, and then he can do one additional move. And he can do one additional move on one space along a sea path. So he can move to the... So he'll move down to the active rumor. And finally, we'll have Mark Harrington, the soldier. He will try to get to... He'll go after this clue on 16. So let's jump into Acacia and Nelly, the shaman. She is going to fight the skeleton and try to close this London gate. So first off for her, rolling against madness, which she passes. And then finally with strength. 2 damage. So Monster's Dispatch, she heads into the portal in London. And she goes to Yog-sothoth. You find a dead Migo that was carrying a large container to the strange metal town known as Tokul. Although valuable, the substance is extremely heavy, and the container proves very difficult to move. So you hope to trade the TikTok, but exchange for their help. If you pass, the strange winged crustaceans agree and return you home. Close this gate. And now, once she closes a gate, she may move to any space with a gate or a clue. So let's have her move to the Himalayas, and she can go after this. So she's going to just travel there, and that'll be her next turn. The Yog-sothoth. Next up, Silas Marsh, the sailor. The active white ship. As an encounter, an investigator on Space 18 may attempt to find the white ship before it departs to the Dreamlands. So he will get to roll. If he passes, he may spend 2 clues equal to half to solve this rumor. This rumor is solved. So we move the rumor token back. Silas Marsh is victorious. We move on to Mark Harringen, the soldier. Mark is going to do a research encounter. And the research encounter is in a city. So let's go ahead and grab one. And it says, someone is hidden nearby waiting to ambush you. If you pass, you find out that he has mistaken you for the child of Yig. Gain this clue. So he's gained his clue and solved the research encounter. Let us go then, finally. Our investigators have completed all of their encounters. Let us go to the Mythos Phase. Once again, we're playing with the final Mythos and Forgotten Endings. So we've got these Yig final Forgotten Endings cards for Yig. So depending on whether we win or lose, we can do these. But if we fail to complete the game before the Mythos cards, we do have final Mythos, which are always fun to play. So we've got those on the table. So let's check our Mythos card. We move the active mystery. There are no gates open with that symbol. So Monster Surge. Monster Surge at a gate corresponding to the omen. If no gate corresponds to the omen, spawn a gate. And we will go back into the bag, and we get Serpent People. Again, Serpent People spawning in Shanghai Gate. Next off, we spawn 2 clues. And the support of the church is the theme of this mythos. So we've got one on Antarctica and one on Space 11. These look like Silas Marsh's territory. The support of the church. You hang your head in exhaustion and frustration. You jump suddenly when a hand rests on your shoulder. To your relief, you return to find the local priest. Have faith, my child, he tells you. Your good works have not gone unseen. Your brave acts make suffering indifference. The lead and guest investigator gains a blessed condition. Awesome. So Acacia Onyale, the shaman, gets a blessed condition. We've got 2 gates spawned. We've actually lost Doom track on this one. Looking really good for our investigators. Let's see if Yig can come back and mess with them some more in the next round. We'll see you in turn 8, episode 7. So it'll be turn 8 that we're going to start next round. Thanks for watching, like, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you then. Bye.